Yeah. I always like to record these. So again, welcome to our Friday Mastermind, guys. We're going to be digging deep into some things. This is kind of be like our part two of what's blocking the flow, part two of what's blocking the flow. We hit part one last night, and we'll do a last Friday. So we'll do a quick recap because we don't want to go into this new quarter, guys. It's a brand new quarter, brand new month, brand new season, new season, new month, new quarter. So we don't want to continue to operate our business. We've been going down the wrong road or we, the wrong path, maybe not putting in the energy, the effort, just the grind, the hustle like we should. Coming up in this new season, guys, you're going to continue to get the same results as you got that first quarter. So we want to talk about some of the things that could, what can be blocking the flow, blocking your business, blocking you from going to that next level where you want to be in this business, guys. So before we jump into it, guys, let's just hit a quick few gratitude, guys. What are you grateful for? This brand new season, new April, it's a brand new month. We're in the month of April now, for April 1st. So what's some things that you're grateful for? Let's go around the room real quick, and then we're going to jump into our training here real quick.
Hey, Rod, this is Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
Good morning, team.
Alabama.
Yes. So just want to say I'm very thankful for being on the wake up list this morning.
Yeah.
And thankful for our team. And also want to say thank you to Bryson. We spent about 30-45 minutes last night just kind of giving me some good advice that I needed. So I want to say thank you for that, and just being thankful for being on this team here.
Awesome. Thank you, Glenn.
Good morning. This is Doris Parker. How are you? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to say I'm so thankful to be up and on the Zoom this morning. And I also invited a guest this morning that's recently been through the real estate classes, recently been through the class, and he's on with us this morning. His name is Franz, and I want to welcome him. And I'm just thankful to be alive today.
Amen. I know.
And I thank y'all for getting me up out of my bed on Friday morning, because I used to lay in till 10. But y'all have been motivating me so much the last 2 months, and I just want to thank you for that.
Awesome, Doris. Well, welcome.
Welcome.
Good. All right. Any other gratitude? What are you grateful for?
Hey, this is Tim. Hey, I'm just grateful. Hey, like everybody said, we're grateful to be on this side of the land of the living this morning. I know a lot of times we do take it for granted when we wake up. We open our eyes and we complain sometimes. Hey, man, it's so early. I had to get up. I'm tired. But thank God you can get up.
Right.
Thank God you can get up and be tired, and that you still can get up and go about your day. And
Yeah.
I thank God for that. Don't take it for granted. I mean, good health is not promised to nobody, right?
Yeah.
And so just thank God for that. Thank God for my family, and thank God, just had a good first quarter. And I'm looking for some great things to happen here in 2022 with, this real estate market, and with the team I'm locked arms with, because everybody came into this year, on fire, positive. And when you start a year off lockdowns with people, it's like those teams that start whether it's a Super Bowl or a championship, when they come together out the gate and you already see they're on fire, they already, 5-0 out the gate. That's kind of how we are right here with the Dream Team. We like 5-0. We knocking it out left and right. And, we going for the championship this year. We ain't playing. We coming strong from the beginning. We not trying to come behind. We coming in strong. So I appreciate being a part of this great group of real estate agents.
Thank you, Tim. Awesome. Glad to have you too, sir. All right, guys. Anybody
I just like to echo what Glenn said. I'm just appreciated being on the wake up list this morning, and it's just glad to still be around with this group. I consider myself a plank holder, so to speak. It's amazing to see the growth and the amount of people that's doing great, because this is not something that's normal. I've met a couple of people here as of late that are and don't have this. And so I'm just fortunate. I feel lucky. I feel blessed to be a part of this group. Thank you.
Amen. Glad to have you too, Rodney.
Yes, sir. For me, I just want to briefly say I'm just grateful that God has counted me worthy, that I still have some work to do on this side of eternity.
Mm,
Come on.
Grateful that, we are in this moment, this time, to be able to do great and awesome things that
mm,
no one has, been able to hear of or that can see. So I'm grateful for that. Nothing is taken for granted. It's by the grace and the favor of God that we are here. And I'm so thankful that He's chosen us, we as a people here, and those that are not even here right now, to be part of this movement of, doing great and awesome things. It's not to be taken for granted. It's an honor, it's a privilege, and it's a blessing.
mm. Awesome. Awesome. One or two more, guys. One or two more. What are you grateful for?
Okay, I can't let an opportunity pass by to not show some gratitude. I thank God for being on the wake up list. I thank God that He chose me just to be a part of His team as well as this team. I thank God because this team is a very supportive team, not only in real estate. I have another business, as you all know. And when people call me and say, Rod, Breon, or Pam told me to give you a call because you do taxes, that says a lot. And I thank you guys for not only supporting me in real estate, but also supporting me in my other business. I love the Dream Team.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Only the best.
I want to also piggyback on that and thank God for all of you guys. I am so grateful. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for the energy in the team. I'm grateful for the fact that, I have people that are like-minded. So I'm really, really grateful. I'm grateful for all the business that you guys send to Messy Mover Services. I am grateful. The other day, last week, I called Bryce and I said, okay, I am missing out on offers. What are you doing to get them? And,
Mm,
he was able to say, okay, this is what's happening and all of that. So the fact that we can always call each other, thank God for my mentor. I always thank God for her. She's always there. So I want to thank God for her.
mm,
I just thank God for the privilege of being part of this team. I have I have a guest, that he's listening in right now. And I just hope that, the fact that he's hearing all of this wonderful thing about, the team, that, that should tell him something about the team. But I am
mhm.
definitely grateful for the gift of life. God has been awesome. God was great in the month of March, and I just want to give him all the praise. He did so many great things that time will fail me to mention. But I want to thank God for his faithfulness. I want to thank God for the team. I want to thank God for those that I could just pick up my phone and call and they are available. So I want to thank God for my mentor as well. So I really, really am grateful. So thank you all.
Oh, thank you, Rose. We're so privileged to have you as well. Yeah. And her and her husband, they run an amazing moving company here in Northern Virginia, guys. You know me, I have a very short list. I don't refer my people to just anybody, guys. I'm very protective of my clients because I run a referral-based business. And when I send my luxury, I'm a luxury agent. So when I can confidently send a luxury client to Rose and her husband, Doug, or just that single mother who's moving, who needs somebody to take care of, who's not going to take advantage of her, that's going to be honest and give her a fair price and really do things in excellence and care. I sent them to Doug and Rose company, Mercy Movers. So just a quick plug-in, guys.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. Get in touch with your sellers, guys. Get in touch with Rose and Doug, Mercy Movers. Same thing, Teresa runs, she teaches the class, so she's a great tax resource. So yeah. All right, guys. 1 or 2 more, guys. 8:15, we're gonna transition over because we want enough time. We got a lot of ground to cover. So Anybody else? Any quick wins? Any good wins this week that you're excited about? Something great that happened in your business?
Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
Good morning. Hey, I just wanted to say very quickly, I'm just grateful for the vehicle of prayer. Just being able to get, and then when you see those miracles come through, I'm just grateful for that very quickly. And also, I just wanted to say that I did my first transaction all by myself. It was a rental, and she's done. My client, she signed her lease. She signed a 3-year lease. It's okay. So she did that. So I'm grateful to God for that. And I'm also getting ready to list a house today. So pray for me. Get listing done on today. To God be the glory. Getting that done. So, and I have a military family I'm working on. They're currently getting pre-qualified right now. Two other sets of husband and wife, 2 sets. They want to sell their house and buy another house. So that is just, sending the overflows. I'm just grateful. That's all. I just wanted to share that.
Awesome, Gemma. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dream Team.
Way to
Thank
go.
you, Dream Team.
Way to go, Gemma. Am I on mute? Okay.
Awesome.
Good morning.
Go ahead, Natasha. Good morning. Welcome back from your trip.
Oh my gosh. My first win, I survived middle schoolers. Secondly, I had a closing on Wednesday. I wasn't here for it, of course. That went well. Well, no, it's Tuesday. I'm losing track of days. I have another closing coming up next week. 2 of my highest dollar value, that was for the one Tuesday was $565. And I have another one for $499 that's closing next week. And I was late to the call because I just got off the phone with a $1.8 million referral. So yes.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
My other win is, I don't know why it doesn't show up in the back office, but I believe I capped, but it just doesn't show up. I don't know how long it takes to show up, but
wow, congratulations.
I'm waiting for that to become official, but I believe I capped.
Congratulations.
I'm really excited about that.
Congratulations. 2 years in the business.
Yes, yes.
2 years in the business. She capping already.
And
wow.
So
wow.
Thank you. And I'm on target, hopefully, to cap by the end of May again, based on the transaction I have on queue. So my goal is, I'm running hard for Icon, and I would like to cap next month. Actually, is my goal. This month is April, so my goal is to cap this month and then have the other 11 months to work on running for Icon. So that is my goal, and I am working hard to get that. I do have. Oh, I'm sorry. And I went on the contract with my largest contract so far, $765. I'm like, these price points are kicking my butt. So I'm like, yes, Lord, yes. So yes, I am on target based on the transactions that people I have active and working on queue to cap this month, the month of April. I am so excited. Yes.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
You hear these numbers, these sales prices, 2 years in the business, guys. She's already a luxury.
Wow, great job, Natasha.
She's already a luxury.
My goal is with Rod. I keep thinking 4 million on the contract. That's all I get up thinking every morning. I say it to myself, 4 million. I'm gonna be like Rod when I grow up.
That's how you do it. I'm telling you, that's how you do it. Oh man, that's awesome. I'm proud of you, Natasha.
Can I just do a quick plug? Capping every month.
Yeah.
There's no way for you not to Icon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Capping every month.
Capping every month.
I was texting with Cam and we were
that's
talking
the
about
goal.
that.
That's our mentality. That's our mindset.
Right.
Cap every month.
Shift your language, your mindset from Icon in the next 11 months. Shift that, compressed time frames. You start saying in the next 5 months, next 6 months. Forget that 11. Don't say that no more. 11, not in the next 11 months, next 5-6 months. Got to compress that time frame to do it, Natasha.
Can I say something real quick? Because what I realize is what you just said, Rod. If you do it, if you make it that far out, you give yourself reason to take your time to get there.
Yes. Now that is true.
You can get there quicker. And that's why I said cap every month. Because you get there quicker. We're going to get there quicker. We are a capping team every month. Let's have it out what we say. We capping every
We are
month.
a capping team. I like that. We are a capping team.
Compressing it so we become icons.
Yeah.
We
Quickly.
are a capping team every month.
Yeah, cap and
Every
team every
month.
month. I'm Cam and I were texting about that, and we just made the declaration. We will cap every month. That is my ultimate goal, and I'm gonna do it. I'm running hard, and so yeah. I may be quiet. I haven't even posted any of my wins on social media. They're coming so fast. So I hired an assistant. She's trying to get that stuff out there now. But yeah, I'm capping every month. Do it.
I'm telling you that because that's almost a it's almost 80,000 a month, guys. That's an 80,000 a month cap income. If you're capping every month, and capping is 80,000 gross commission income. You know, so you're thinking 3 million, around 3 million in sales or so every single month. So that's at least 80. So it's very doable, guys. It's very, very doable.
Can I say, and my reset date is today, April 1st is my reset date. It's all good. I reset today, but I don't get a chance to take advantage of the cap. But I was like, okay, I'm just going back to do it again. So
yeah, huge confidence booster though. Woo! You got
awesome.
this. That's awesome. All right, guys.
And I like what Natasha said, you know, she worked hard all the way through the finish line. So she already had stuff stacked up.
Yeah.
I mean, basically she had momentum. That's the better word. She had momentum going into her next capping year. So she already knows I'm gonna hit it so much quicker. So it's not like starting, okay, let me start from day one. I just finished my last year. Let me start over working on capping this year and icon. She already knows. She done ran through it.
That's right.
Capping. So that's how you got to do it. You got to keep pressing all the way through.
That's right.
That's good. Good.
That's awesome. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shift gears here and share my screen. Last Friday, we were talking about 33 things that will block your flow. What's blocking the flow of business coming in? These are the things, guys, is, you know, I just strongly believe that more of the same equals more of the same. If you continue to operate your business, whether that's good or bad, and I'm talking about the bad, if you continue to flow like you did in January, February, March, what's going to change? If you want to change, you got to make a change. You want something different, you got to do something different, guys. So you got to do some self-evaluation, like look at what has happened these last 3 months. Are you talking to enough people? You know, do you have that schedule? And I think we left off toward the end on this left column somewhere, but I'm gonna just do a quick recap. Do you have a schedule? Do you have discipline? Are you in vacation mode every single day because you don't have a boss? That entrepreneur, you know, that spirit that we get sometimes when we don't have that boss over us, we get in this vacation mode and we're just kind of doing what we want to do every day except getting up, going to work. No morning routine. Some of you all, I heard somebody say that I used to sleep in at 10 o'clock. You got to have a morning routine. We're up early, guys. The champions, the winners are up early. I'm up early. I don't even need an alarm clock. I'm up early. I don't know. Natasha said she's up, 4:30 heading to the gym or something like that. You know, so guys, you got to have a morning routine. What time, Natasha? 4:15. She's up. Is that your up time, or are you at the gym by 4:15?
No, I'm at the gym by 5. So I'm up.
Okay.
At
wow. She's up at 4:15, getting ready, getting everything. She's a pastor, so I know she's up praying. She's spending time with God. She's meditating. She's reading. She's so you got to have a morning routine, guys. You can't just be rolling out of bed at 9 o'clock thinking that you're going to be successful in this business. It just don't work like that. Lack of faith, belief, too much doubt, guys. You're doubting yourself. That's why these calls are so important. Our dream team, a dream team, we meet Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we're coming together in the mornings and just building our confidence up. So eliminating that doubt, knowing that you can do this business because you got so much help, support. You got people that you can, call up, like Rose, she said she called up DeVale or Bryson and said, hey, how you doing this? So we got so much collaboration going on in the dream team. So you shouldn't have any doubt, you shouldn't have any unbelief that you can be successful in this business. How many of y'all still believing that 2022 is going to be your best year ever? How many of y'all? Come on,
I do.
guys.
Right here.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I do.
I definitely do.
Every year should be your best year ever. Every year should be your best year ever, guys. Every month should be your best month ever. From here on out to the end of the year, it should be your best month ever. Does that make sense, guys? That's why we say cap in every month. But you got to build up that momentum. No spiritual balance, prayer, meditation. You got to get some spiritual balance in your life. You got to get some spiritual balance in your life. You got to spend some time praying. You got to spend some time with God. That's what we do. That's what I do. I go to church on Sunday. Meditation, spending that time, getting some spiritual balance in your life. Unforgiveness, relationship. Just recapping, guys. We covered a lot of this. You got to go back and watch the recording from last Friday, but we did a deep dive into a lot of these areas last Friday. Unforgiveness. Who do you need to forgive? Who do you need to let go? Who do you need to move on from? You're harboring it. You're harboring that thing in your mind. Your spirit is blocking the flow. We're talking about what's blocking the flow of blessings in business coming your way. Not being 100% truthful out there. Y'all out there saying anything, your word is your bond. You got to operate your business in integrity. You got to disclose, take the hit, be willing to take the hit. I messed up. This is how you maintain that integrity, that relationship with your clients. They know, trust me, they already know. Your fellow agents already know. They just seeing if you're gonna lie about it, or you're gonna be straight up with them. Operate your business in integrity, guys. Do the right thing out there. Not being a giver, tither. A lot of us are givers. Those people who we named off who are killing it, they're givers. A lot of us, we're tithers. We pay 10% of I do 10% of my gross income plus other even above that as far as giving. Givers gain, blessing people with my time, my energy, my service, giving a value to people, helping people, giving my knowledge and expertise to people in the marketplace, to other agents. Giving. Are you a giver? Are you a giver? Too many undone things in your life. Just quickly recapping, guys, and then we're going to open up for some discussions with these other items. Too many undone things in your life. What have you been putting off? What have you been putting off? You keep putting it off, but it's still there lingering in your mind. It's blocking the flow. It's blocking the flow, guys. Not time blocking. Not making calls consistently. We're going to be talking about that more today. Not making calls, not being on the phone, not following up, guys. You're not doing enough business because you're not having enough conversations with people. You're not blocking time to prospect. You're not prospecting. You're not prospecting, guys. You're winging it every single day. You're doing a lot of busy stuff that looks cool. You're playing around with websites and Facebook and all, but you're not really doing the work of the business. Am I talking? You don't have to raise your hand, but not willing to learn the scripts, dialogues, guys. You got to go professional. You're winging it. Not being a professional. You got to learn scripts. You got to learn dialogues. You can't be in there winging it. There's enough trainers out there. There's enough free information out there that with scripts, how to call for sale by owners, how to call expireds, how to call sphere of influence. What are you going to say at your listing appointment? You got to get scripted and dialogue. You got to run your business like a professional and stop operating it like an amateur. I get paid professional, high-level CEO income because I professionalize my business. But if you keep winging it, then you're going to be stuck there doing, making $10,000, $20,000 a year. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
You got to become a professional. You got to take your business to the next level. Lack of humility, thinking you know it all. Guys, we talked about that the other day with Dream Team. It's so many people, we don't have any prima donnas on this team. Rock stars. Yeah, we still have to call people. Sometimes you don't know it all. You got to have humility. Anybody want to speak on that humility? Having humility, call somebody if you don't know, ask somebody instead of doing the wrong thing out there. Anybody want to talk about that?
I call. I promise you, I will call you. I will call everybody on the team a couple of times.
Yeah.
Do the same thing. I just asked a crazy question last week.
Yeah, I call.
I asked it. I was like, oh
I
man.
be calling everybody if I need help.
And shame will keep you stuck.
I put it in WhatsApp.
Ooh.
The questions.
Yeah.
Because I figure if I have it, somebody else might have it too. And you just never know who might have the answer. And I'm always the late night owl. So I don't want to call people late at night. So I just throw it in the chat.
Yep. Yeah.
That's becoming our Google.
Yeah. I know we got our own Google.
We got our own Google.
Teresa, what did you say? Teresa, I heard something, but I didn't hear it.
It was
Shame
me,
will
Gemma.
keep you
I was
stuck.
saying that I think it was. Oh, I thought it was me. I said that it was good. It's good to know that other people are up late too. 1:30 in the morning, getting up at 5 every day.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Teresa, what did you say about stuck?
Shame will keep you stuck. Being ashamed to, ask the question will keep you stuck where you are. So don't be ashamed to ask the question. I mean, like I said, I asked the other day, because my mind went blank. I was in a fog, couldn't even remember where to get a document from. So, I mean, if I had been ashamed to call somebody, I wouldn't have wrote an offer the other day.
That's right.
I know that's right.
That's powerful. That's right. That's what we're here for. We support each other. So, nobody should be afraid, to ask for help from somebody else. Everybody on here is willing to help other people. And I thank everybody, for their willingness to help, even though we're in different states or whatever. I found that people have just been so truly helpful. No matter how long you're in this business, you might always get stuck sometime, and you have to ask for help. So that was really key. Don't be ashamed to ask. A closed mouth don't get fed.
And a proud person can get in trouble and go to jail. We don't look good in orange.
Come on.
I know I don't.
That's right.
Wait, I
And
like
I will
bright
say-
colors, Jimmy. Orange and red is my color.
I know orange is
I
my
was-
favorite color, but not in a jumpsuit.
Not in the
know, right?
jumpsuit though, right?
I will say, especially for the mentees, don't be afraid to ask, because we as a mentors, we understand that, and we were new at one point. We were all new at one point, so we understand. If you have to ask 100,000 questions, just ask them, But also do your research. Don't expect people to be giving you without doing your part. Do your part, but we're here for you, and we are all here for you. Don't matter who you need to ask.
That's right.
Ask.
That's right.
And can I say that again? Because when I first joined this team, I asked because we use acronyms like EMD and all. I mean, I would stop the meeting. I'm like, what is that? What is that? What's SOI? I remember when I asked, what's an SOI? I didn't know. I mean, I was brand new. I just started. So just ask the question. I asked questions. I think I am where I am now because I ask questions all the time. Every meeting I was asking a question or 100 or whatever.
Can I actually echo?
Yeah.
Actually echo that and actually say this in the spirit of humility, because I told you, you guys know my story. Where I started from, it was always go and Google it, and no one wanted to help. And yesterday, I found myself thinking that everybody should know this, and it was a moment that God had to humble me. And this is strictly speaking to every new person that has just come into EXP and also into Dream Team especially. Something as little as setting up your MLS or knowing where to go, I took that for granted. And I just assumed that everybody knows. I assume that everybody knows how to set up a home search for people. I assume that everybody knows how to do anything. And this is my moment of being honest with you, that not all of us do know that. So I have to say to myself, I had to just pause, stop and say, you know what, let me take the time to show someone else, to teach them how to set something up. Because it's not just, there's so many people coming into this business that don't know the things that you and I know. They don't even know how to do searches or whatever it is. And we've got to be there. So it's my moment of humility to say, especially to you mentees, don't ever think a question is too small for you to ask, because we will assume that you know.
That's right.
And we don't want that.
That's right.
Yep. Guys, the next one, not having a listing presentation. Does everybody have a listing presentation? You know what to say when you go out on a listing. If you don't, you need to get with a mentor.
Yes.
You got to learn. Guys, it is a seller's market. It's low inventory. Listings is the name of the game right now. But if you don't have a listing and presentation, then you're going to be blocking business from coming to you. You're going to be subconsciously blocking business because deep down inside, you don't know what to say when you get there. You got to be willing to humble yourself again and maybe take somebody else with you. If you're brand new, you may have to give up a little bit of commission. Not saying that's always the case, especially with Dream Team, somebody will help you, but you got to have humility to reach out to somebody and say, I need help. Can you go with me my first few ones? Maybe they do the presentation for you and you see how it's done. You know what I'm saying? So does that make sense, y'all?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
It does.
I had shared my listing presentation or listing booklet that I use for my listings. My Canva template. It's a great resource, and it's there for free. So take advantage of stuff like that. I mean, I know Tim has shared his. So you want to have something on hand. I print mine out because I actually go through the paper copy with my sellers, and my goal is to be the #1 listing agent in my county. So, you know, it's just that if you have a plan, you just have to have things in place to execute upon that plan.
Yeah.
That's right.
You got to have your signs. You got to have nice looking signs, guys. You got to have your lock boxes. You got to have a plan already. You got to have your dream team put together, your own personal dream team. Who's your photographer? You know, what are you going to do to market that home? You got to be able to tell a person how they're going to, you know, what are you going to do to get the home sold? What makes you different? What's your value add? What's the value? What makes you different from any other agent out there, especially if they're going to be interviewing other agents? What makes you different? Why should they do business with you?
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to talk about the MLS, guys. This is one of the most powerful tools in the real estate industry. Especially when you're dealing with for sale by owners. But guys, you got to have a listing presentation.
Yeah. Preach it.
Got to be ready. If you don't, you're going to be blocking business from yourself.
Hey, speaking of that photographer, always tell everybody to have a team. Have a team. When you first start real estate, you need a team. You know, have your title companies, have 2 or 3 title companies, have 2 or 3 photographers, have 2 or 3 of everything. Be a Gemini, because if you have 2 or 3, you never know what someone else's schedule might be. Your inspector, your home inspector, one might be busy. You got to be able to pivot right away.
Right.
But even on the listing side, you know, when you go in there and you start talking about photography, you got to do it in a cinematic mind. Make their house come to life with what you're talking about. They're going to love you because you're loving their house. Do your research, use Google Maps, look at the top of the house and look at around the neighborhood, see what's going to bring people there and tell them, because those customers will turn into clients very quickly and be excited if you are excited about their house.
That's awesome, Bryson. Bryson said something real key. Like with that dream team, that team that you have, my title, I have a lot of split settlements because I like to work with a title company that I have relationships with, where I can call that attorney and ask that attorney some questions that's dealing with the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of split settlements. You don't have to do it that way, but I do. I like doing business with those people who know Rod, they like Rod, they're in my corner. They're going to give me that personalized advice. I can call that real estate attorney because I have a relationship with them. Anybody else do that?
Anybody? Hey, Rod, what's a split settlement?
Yes.
So,
split. I mean, okay, good question. So, where the buyer's closing at another title company and the seller's closing at a different title company, 2 different title companies.
But Rod, I thought you could do that.
Say that again.
Didn't know you could do that. How do you write that up on your contract?
Oh, yeah. Good question. Okay.
Hey, look, as long as, I know they just changed the law, but as long as that settlement company has a licensed practicing attorney, then you can split the settlement still.
Yeah. Very few that I do with it's the same type. So you'll receive an offer from the buyer, or if you represent the buyer, you're gonna write who's gonna hold the earnest money deposit, and you're gonna say who you're selling with. Buyer just tends to be the one that can choose their title company. So when I receive it on the listing side, Yeah, you can keep that title company. They can hold the EMD, but my seller's going to close with, say, MBH settlement. The seller's going to, so I notify them so they don't start title work and all that on my seller. I notify them, or my transaction coordinator quickly notifies them that, hey, we're going to be settling with MBA settlement, and you guys can settle over there with Stewart Title or whoever. Yeah, anybody else on that?
It's no different from when you get a lot of these listings and they say on there already that seller prefers to settle with such and such title company. So they're already telling you who they want to settle with. So you can choose to do that. And if it gets there and they say, no, we want our own title company, no big deal. Use yours, we'll use ours. We'll split the settlement, no big deal.
And I'm also
I do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the convenience of my person too. If say like I had a client who lived in Maryland. This is a VIP client, lived in Maryland, and they were selling an investment property down in Virginia, where I was not going to have my people drive all the way down to Virginia just to go to sign documents. I worked with my title company, and they actually went to their home, took the documents to their house, and settled at my client's house on an investment property down in Virginia. You know what I mean? So when I'm working with my people, I can give my people that personalized service, that VIP treatment. Go to their house and sign the documents. You don't have to go.
Hey, Rod, so what do you guys do when the listing agent says so-and-so, they prefer this title company, and you're in the middle of a bidding war? I usually just
in the seller's market. What time you need us to be there? I'm picking that title company. If that seller says that this is their preferred settlement company, I wrote up an offer last night and I looked in the remarks. Seller prefers this title company. That's what I put in there. I don't play around. Yeah, I don't play around in the seller's market when I'm on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, it's right. It's doing a good service to your client, because at the end of the day, if that's going to make a deal, I'm still doing what they want.
Yeah.
So the less changes, because believe it or not, I mean, we're on both sides of this transaction, right? The less work you do as a listing agent sometimes makes you, push a deal forward. Unfortunately, is the reality. So you're dealing with an agent on the other side who is hell-bent on not trying to do anything. They just want everything their way. Don't rock the boat. Don't be like, no, it must be my title company. No, just go with it. You're doing good service for your client. Do what they want and keep it moving,
Exactly.
Yep, exactly. I mean, there are times where if depending on who the listing agent is, if they're pretty cool, maybe after ratification, then I'll request, hey, look, my buyers prefer this title company because they're getting a discount. Yep. Can we do a split settlement? If not, it's not a deal breaker. But that's usually after we ratify. But beforehand, you're right.
Yeah.
Just go with whatever they're requesting.
Exactly.
Yeah, I tell them that my client already had a relationship with this title company, and it usually it's not a deal breaker, just like Jimmy said.
In the other case,
there are those. There are those listing agents that are what Jimmy said, hell bent on their title, and so yeah, you just have to. Unfortunately, in the seller's market, you just have to go with the flow. I agree.
I see you there at 9 a.m.
Absolutely. And the thing is, other title companies, most of them are pretty good, but what I like to do is call them and start a relationship with that title company. That way they know who I am, even though sometimes I have to drop by there or whatever, to kind of get that going, because all title companies are not equal as far as customer service, as far as being responsive. MBH, I pick up the phone. If I call them, if I leave a message, somebody's calling me back, the attorney's calling me back, somebody's calling me back, somebody's sending me an email, and I can almost guarantee that's going to happen. Other title companies, sometimes they're not as responsive. So you got to call and start the dialogue to kind of let them know that you're going to hold their feet to the fire to get this file and get some things done, because they may be used to dealing with casual agents, but we work at a higher level, so you need to let that be known up front.
Yeah.
Okay? That you're going to be calling them, you're going to be talking to them to make sure things are being pushed forward.
Yeah. So, and always best to guys have the title company hold the deposit, not the other real estate company.
Yeah.
And the title company. The times I let that slip by me, I didn't catch it, or my TC didn't catch it, it always came back to bite me in arbitration. I mean, you can end up in mediation regardless, but it's always best to have that neutral third party, that title company holding that deposit and not that company. Because a lot of fly-by-night, little small boutique brokerages out there, you don't want them holding the deposit. You want to confirm that that deposit is in hand and it's been cashed, it's in an escrow, not just sitting on somebody's desk. So, okay, guys, let's go to the next one. No system. Y'all learning anything? Is this helping anybody, guys?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Definitely.
Sure is.
Thank you.
All right, guys, no systems. What's blocking the flow? We're talking about 33 things that will block your flow, guys. No systems for your sphere of influence, your SOI, your sphere of influence, guys. No follow-up system. No way. No, you're not tracking if you're calling them or you contacting them. You know, they're all in your head or they're just all in your phone. Guys, even if you have to use an Excel file, you know, else at EXP, we got KV Core, but whatever your system is, the system that works for you, but you got to have a system. You can't just have these people just in cell phones or in your mind. Your sphere of influence is your know, like, and trust relationships. Everybody that knows, like, and trust you, your past clients, people around you, your database. This is your database. And from that database, guys, pull out your top 25. Who's your top 25? I call them my ambassadors who will send business to me. They have a proven track record of referring business to me. They love me. They care, they call me. These are the people that I care about. These are my top 25 people. And guys, you should get a deal from those people every single year. You should get one deal. Everybody knows at least 1 to 3 people that's going to move, sell, buy, do something in real estate every single year. Is that right?
Yes.
So you should, that top 25 guys, identify who those top people are going to be. Too much clutter. Some of y'all got too much clutter around you. Too much clutter in your car. You got old Wendy's bags, McDonald's bags. You got too much clutter around your desk, your office. Too much clutter, guys. Your office. What are you putting off? What are the things that's blocking the flow that's in the back of your mind that you keep putting off? You keep putting off. For me, it's that garage. When I cleaned out my base, when I finished my basement, all that stuff came to the garage and it's been sitting there over a year, guys. It's probably blocking about 50 deals from me right now because it's on my mind. I need to clean out my garage. So what's that thing, guys? What's that closet, that area of your house? What's that thing that's too much clutter that needs to be corrected, needs to be fixed? What's broken that needs to be fixed? What's broken that's just lingering and it's in the back of your mind? Those are the little things, guys, that's constricting the flow. The little things you keep putting on. What do you keep putting on? Hey, Tim.
So you ride into your showing with your check engine light on.
Right, exactly. No, if you're in Virginia, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get your tags, so you ain't gonna pass emissions. Yeah, ride with the check engine light on, guys. Guys, you gotta fix those things that are broken. What needs corrected? Do you have a listing? Again, I don't know why I keep coming back to listing presentation. Do you have a listing presentation? How long are you going to put it off? We're in April now, you still don't have a listing presentation. What are you waiting on? A listing, if you get a call today, come list my house, would you be ready?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be ready?
Yes.
Do you have a budget to get professional photos? My photos usually cost, average, I guess, around $200. Do you have a budget? Do you have a budget to market that house? Luxury, you want to have a budget $500 to $1,000. You just can't throw it in the MLS and put a sign in the yard, guys. You can't take other agents' pictures. Let me put that out there. You cannot take other agents' pictures. You cannot download. Those are copyright to that photographer. You cannot do it.
That's right.
It's against the law. Can you get permission? Yeah, but did that agent, are those pictures really that agent's, or is it that photography, the company that came in? You cannot do that.
Integrity. Does it even represent what the house looks like? Because that's another thing. Pictures taken 2 years ago that looks great. The house doesn't look anything like that. but you don't want to spend the money, so you decide to use that picture. That's wrong. Even if it's your listing from 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. You
I,
making
I, in fact, I had a client of mine. She was looking at a house, and it was one that was sent to her through the MLS, through the listing. And I pulled up the pictures, and she says, "Tim, you think this thing still looks the same?" Because in the bottom it said 2012.
Right.
I'm like, what? I said, no. It don't look nothing like that.
Absolutely, guys.
Yeah.
It amazed me. I still see it out there. I'm saying like companies doing that. I still see some. I'm like, what? Really? You got these old pictures, dark, dim pictures. You know, the light's not even on in the house. You can tell the lights are off, and you're taking a picture. Come on, guys. We got to do better than that. Dream Team. We don't roll like that. Dream Team.
No, we don't.
Say that again. And can I say,
we're all luxury agents.
I gotta find the NAR article because I read this when I first joined real estate. Professional pictures, homes with professional pictures sell for more than homes without professional pictures because people buy what they see. And people don't believe it, but they do. They really do sell for more because we are professional marketers. If we take on that stance, then we'll market our properties. And that's laying the foundation for your next listing. Because what I do is I'll tell my clients, this is the kind of video, this is the kind of photography I'm doing. So even if I'm listing a $300,000 or $250,000 house, I do professional photos. So that when I do get to that 500, which I just listed a $565 million. I'll fix it, Lord Jesus.
You're right. $5 million, you're right.
$1 billion house.
Oh my gosh. 565K house. You know, it's just you have that mindset is that I'm a professional and that I am going to deliver with a level of integrity and have a level of excellence that I'm going to present to this client, whether a $250,000 house or a $1 million or $2 million house. They know you have the ability to do it and you show that by your portfolio. So I'm a new agent. I don't have as many listings as Rod. So I'm creating a portfolio. That's my mindset. I'm creating a portfolio with my listings so that I can, show people what I'm capable of doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, even nice rentals. I get professional photos on rentals.
Mm-hmm.
Just a nice house. They want me to rent this nice house. I'm getting professional photos. Yeah. Again, that's an operating expense, guys. That's an operating expense in your business. It's a write-off. It's a business expense. So, all right, guys. No, not consistent. Oh man, we got 10 minutes. Not consistent. Not consistent, guys. Not working the right work. You got it. Let's talk about consistent, guys. We're excited on Monday, but Tuesday we're taking off. We're not prospecting. You got to be prospecting every single day, guys. That's the non-negotiable. You got to be prospecting. You got to be lead generating. You got to be following up every single day, guys. You got to stay consistent. The reason your business is up and down because you're up and down. You're up and down. You're halfway prospecting. You're halfway making the calls. You're hugging that one baby that you have, that one deal that you got, and you've forgotten about everything else. You're nursing that thing for 30 days.
I feel triggered.
Why are you talking about me, man?
I feel triggered right now. I know
you're
better.
Talking about me this morning, man.
Man, you're holding that baby.
You're like having a Claudia Evans moment.
I think, because I did that last year, and I think that's how I shot myself. And you saying this last year to us really helped me, because the reality is that if we have our goals in front of us and we see it clearly, it's like when I got that house for $765 under contract, I was thinking, okay, where's my next one? Immediately. I wasn't like, I handed it off to my TC. I'm monitoring what's going on, but I'm not focused there. I can't afford to nurse that deal because, okay, when that closes, what's my next? So I'm like, I've got 5 others in the pipeline so that I can constantly have that activity ongoing so I can stay focused and because my goal is to be icon. So if we have that goal in front of us, if we're repeating our goals, my goal is I want to open Sky Slope and see 4 million under contract. Yeah. When I see that, I'm gonna do a cartwheel if I could possibly physically handle it.
You got it. Make sure you record it for us.
It may be a rollover, okay?
Oh man,
I'm focused.
Yeah, guys, you got to move to the next deal. You got to quickly business development. Who can I help you? This is a bit. You're running a business, guys. It's not a hobby. It's too many hobbyists in real estate. It's too many hobbyists, guys. You're running a business, so you got to be going out getting new business every single day. You got to be carving out your calendar, your schedule to get new business every single day. Not just sometimes, not just one day a week or 2 days, not just for 10 minutes. Are you calling 2 people? You got to be consistently getting business. Icon is a challenge. A lot of the EXP agents want to run for Icon. Guys, you got to put in the grind. You got to be in the hustle. You're going to run out of time. You got to be building up that pipeline consistently. And in this market, you got to be focused on listings. You got to be focused on this. It's going to be hard to get there with buyers because it's going to take multiple offers that you submit until you get that one under contract, guys. And time is passing by, and they can't look at houses every single day. They only have the weekend, so weeks are passing by on that one client week after week. And if you don't have anything else that you put in the pipeline, you're going to be a month away and still no commission check. You're going to start struggling financially. Your home is going to start feeling the pressure of it because you're not closing anything. You're going to start getting frustrated. Does that make sense, y'all? Anybody been there?
Yes. And buyers are liars.
Yes.
Yes to all of that.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yeah, guys. So that next one here, having that lazy spirit, not wanting to work hard, guys. You gotta guard against that lazy spirit that comes in, that vacation mode, because you don't have that boss over you. You're not clocking in every day. You got to put some accountability around it. I know that's a little bit further down. The accountability. You got to get some accountability. Get an accountability partner, whoever that is, guys. If you hire a coach, I'm a big proponent of coaching. I had a meeting the other day with a guy. He's not going to be my coach, but I always seek advice. I talk to people at a higher level. He makes over $1 million a year. He makes over $1 million, 1.5, I think he did last year. Net, guys. So those are the kind of conversations that I'm having. So you got to get some accountability. All it says is you got to get some accountability in your life. You got to get some accountability. You can't be operating in a vacuum, not telling nobody your goals. You got to get an accountability partner. Be accountable to somebody. Get rid of that lazy spirit, somebody that you're holding. That's why I love our dream team calls, because it gets us up out of bed. It gets us on the call at 8 o'clock. And you're hearing us rant and rave like we're doing today. So, not wanting to work hard. So creative avoidance, guys. Creative avoidance. You coming up with all these things. Now you want to clean out the garage when you should be prospecting.
I feel tricking again, Rod. I need you to stop this now.
Now you want to clean out your closet. No, it's time to prospect. Now you want to do it during working hours, 9, 10. Creative avoidance, guys. You got to be on the guard. You got to become aware. Now, this conversations that we having this morning is to make you aware. It's creating awareness. What are you doing? You need to write it down throughout your day. What am I doing? What am I doing right now? What am I doing? Is it getting me closer to a commission check? Is it getting me close to a new client? Or is it creative avoidance? Too much negativity, guys. You got to stay positive in the business. You got to stay positive, especially in this buyer's market, this seller's market. You got to stay positive. You got to get out of just being in learning mode 24/7. This whole past 3 months, you've been in learning mode. When are you going to actually go and do it? Do it. Anybody want to talk about that? Just doing it. Anybody got anything on? You just got to do it. You learn by doing.
Yep.
You learn by doing, guys. You got to step out there and do it. Get out of learning mode. Yeah, we're going to learn, but it shouldn't be doing money-making time.
Right.
Keeping your word. I think we talked about that. Keeping your word. Keep your word to yourself. Keep your word to yourself, guys. Stop letting you down.
Yep.
Keep your integrity with yourself. Do what you said you were going to do. Keep your word. If you say, what's your business plan? What's your daily operation? What do you say? What does your schedule looks like? What are you supposed to do when you get off this call? Mindset of lack and defeat. Mindset of lack and defeat. Got 3 minutes. Lack and defeat, guys. We're a blessed team. We operate in abundance. We operate in an overflow. Anybody want to chime in on that? I see Teresa came off. What's your mindset when it comes to money?
Hey, Rod, I think we hear it on this team. Each week it's starting to pick up where, in the beginning, some years back, it was like everybody have a deal here, a deal there. But now you're hearing multiple deals of agents, and ones that not even been in real estate that long. Hey, I had 2 this week. I had 3 this week. I had 4. Like Natasha had $4 million under contract this month. Yeah. Things like that. You're starting to hear it. You're hearing the language in us to just show you that it's being done. It's not something that just talking about. It's something that's happening. That we're doing it, and it's available for everybody. That doing these things that we're talking about right here to unblock your flow, that you can have that same overflow, that you won't have any lack. Yeah, you can have so much where it didn't go well, but that's not going to be month after month after month. You could change something. Yeah, maybe you had a bad month. That's fine. You might have a bad 2 months, but the thing is, we giving you the tools here to change that. You don't have to continue in that same pattern. You know what I'm saying? That's why these things are so key and important to change, tweak, because one of these things in this list, or 10 of these things in this list, or maybe all these things in this list, probably hit you somewhere in your business or your personal life, and you can just make that change. Right. Whatever you're not doing, do it. Whatever you're doing is not working, don't do it. And you could make that that quick shift and change your financial your financial outlook in your business.
Can I add something?
Yes, ma'am.
One of the things about mindset that I got from the team is like, we got to keep saying it and stop saying negative stuff. And I even got that with my sister when we said, I got this little deal, I got this little, and y'all said, don't say that, so I've gotten that, our mindset and how we talk, how we carry ourselves. Like even when we say capping in 1 month, that was my thing last year. I was like, it was like a month and a half. I capped. And so then from there, you can act on quicker. So everything that we talk about, like setting our goals and stop talking about it, being about it, putting stuff into action, doing something different. If you ain't doing nothing, you don't have no deals. What is it that's blocking you? Why are you not doing anything? Is it the way you talk? Is it the way you think? I've even had agents say, no, I'm not gonna put no pictures out there because it's gonna go into contract anyway. But that's your brand. Your brand look raggedy. So it's about mindset of being in I don't know. When you in God's kingdom, you don't do stuff raggedy. That's just what my mindset is. So
all right,
now we change stuff, the way we act and the way we carry ourselves and the way we talk and the way we think. That's all mindset. Everything's going to be in, you're like, oh, I can't afford, oh, I can't get this, I'm broke. I'm so broke, I can't pay attention, saying dumb stuff like that. I mean, it's funny, but it ain't funny for your pocket. So that's what the mindset on how you think, how you talk, how you carry yourself.
That's powerful, Joy.
That is very powerful. Can I say something as a matter of practicality? Because I do say this a lot. At least that's the way I think about it. Based on what you were saying and you're talking about, having your goal. People say their affirmations and everything like that. Picture tells you a lot of where you are and what you're thinking and how you're doing stuff. How many people right here, right now, believe that they can actually, year in, year out, actually make $1 million? Okay, let me bring that a little bit. How many people actually believe that they can actually make $800,000 plus every single year? You can. You absolutely can, but you've got to believe it. We just talked about the way you can get there. $80,000 every month. If you cap every month, that's 80 grand on average.
Yeah.
If you work 10 months out of the year, that's $800,000. But when we set goals sometimes and we say we're going to do this or we're going to say that, we don't break it down to how we're going to eat that elephant. Right. So it becomes a daunting thing, or it becomes something that you begin to trick your mind to saying to yourself, I'm just saying it because everybody else is saying it. No, you've got to believe it because you're pregnant, knowing what you are about to bring forth. $1 million a year is absolutely attainable if you are focused on doing it. If you understand that all you need to do is $3 million on average every single month, you can easily, in a year, you can do $36 million plus. Ever since I came into real estate, that's the number that's always been on my board. Wow. $36 million. I haven't done $36 million in real estate outside of my investment and all. If I put everything together, yes. But in real estate, I haven't done $36 million. But that's my goal because I've set it up there. And the moment I attain that goal, I'm moving it higher. Why? Why did I put that goal out there? Because I've broken it down. I know exactly what I want. I'm not replacing my high income job when I was working for someone to start making less than what I was making then. It's absolutely not the way God has wired any one of us, and that's not what the God that I believe. So that's the kind of purpose and focus we have to have. Doubt yourself. 80 grand a month is it? Listen, you can 80 grand a month, you can go out there right now, just like Natasha said, and the next thing you know, you're helping someone and you get a phone call and it says, oh, I need you to help this person list their house. And okay, I'll call you back, I'll get it together, and you call them back, and all of a sudden you realize it's a $2 million home that they want to list.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just got to your number pretty much. So nothing is impossible, but it's only impossible to them that doubt. To them that feel that they're not worthy. Stop looking at yourself that you're not worthy. I don't look at myself that I cannot stand before any president of the United States of America with my crooked what do you call it? Is it what I don't know what you call it, whatever. With my crooked English or whatever, that you might want to pay attention and say, what is he saying? Yes, accent. Guess what? My accent. I don't care because I was made in the image of the King of Kings. I was made in the image of the one that spoke it, and it came
That's right.
Existence.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
back in the day of the Vikings or the Saxons, everybody, you pay attention and you listen. So it's got nothing to do with your accent. It's got nothing to do with the way you look. It's got nothing to do with the color of your skin. It's got nothing to do with none of those irrelevant things. It's got to do with who do you know? Who do you believe that you are? Whose are you? How do you perceive yourself? Do you believe in yourself enough that you can stand before kings and not mere men? Do you believe and are you ready that if you're called upon today, by someone who lives in North Bethesda or who lives in Woodbridge or who lives in, Lawton or any of these multi-million-dollar homes, and they say, I saw your sign. They don't even know you from Adam. I saw your sign and I just want to know. Can you come and sit down with me right now because I want to talk about selling my house? Are you prepared enough that you can say, I'll be there. What time is it? We'll be there at 4:30. I'll see you and we're going to get your house sold. You don't even have a clue how you're going to sell it, but you told him, I will see you. We will get this done. And when you walk in there, you have your presentation in hand, but you tell him, you say, you know what? We don't need to look at this. I give it to you. You can do your research, but let me tell you how I operate and why I'm telling you we can get this done.
That's right.
That's how a king walks. That's the way you walk with kingdom mentality, knowing whose you are, and you get it done with integrity. That's the cloth I'm cut from. So you've got to believe in yourself that you operate on a totally different level. And guess what? Some people can see you and say, you know what? He's an arrogant prick. Guess what? I'll be arrogant for God, but I'm getting the job done. There's got to be a sense of duty to the God that you believe in, to your own person and to your family, to know that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. It's got nothing to do with the degrees that you have. I've got degrees that I don't use My father spent tons of money to send me to school to go and study agricultural engineering. I hate working with my hands. But you spend the money, I'll do it for you. But all I want to do is sales. All I want to do is talk to people and change people's lives. That's the way you've got to see yourself. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You are more than enough because of whose you are. It's got nothing to do with your accent, your color, your social economic class, nothing like that. It's got to do with who you know that God has made you to be, who you know that your maker has made you to be, who you know that your deity, who you know that the one who brought you into this world has called you to be. Go out and shine and do it with excellence.
That's right. Drop the
All
mic.
right, Jimmy.
Drop the mic.
Yes.
Woo, Jimmy.
Boom.
Hey, and when I'm driving to that appointment,
Hallelujah.
I'm talking to Tim, Rod, and Jimmy. Hey, what do I do? but when I step in front of that door, it's
right.
It's on.
It's on.
The game is on. It's on.
Confidence. That's what I heard with Jimmy. Confidence, guys. Confidence when you're going in there.
That's right.
Ooh.
I walk into a house like it's mine. You just step out of the way, Mr. Owner.
Step out of the way.
Hey, we're going over here to the kitchen. Come on over here and sit down.
Yes.
Come on over.
Oh man. Love it. Awesome, Jimmy. Awesome. You got let me run through these points. I know we passed our time. And we're gonna wrap up with this 33 things here. We won't carry it into next week. Not willing to change. Not willing to change, guys. You gotta be willing to change. If what you're doing is not working, you gotta change, guys. You gotta find out. You gotta do something different. Too much debt. You gotta get rid of debt, guys. Let's get debt free. Anybody want to get debt free in Dream Team? Get debt free.
Yes.
Get rid of debt.
Amen.
Yes.
Stop chasing all these shiny objects, guys. Stop chasing all these shiny objects. Pick a few things and get real good at it, guys. Just pick a few things, 2 or 3 things, and get real good at it and continue to do it over and over. Time on task over time. Just doing it over and over. Stop being so easily distracted. Stay focused, guys. Stay focused. Life is going to happen. There's going to be things that come at us, but we got to stay focused. Man, we don't have time to do deep dives in those, but no doubt we got to have a database, not 100% focused, too many distractions, not 100% in. You got to be sold out about this business, guys. Sold out about this business. Everything Jimmy is saying, just said a few minutes ago, is true. The month of March was supposed to be a $70,000 to $80,000 month for me. It ended up being a $40-some thousand month. But I had $1 million one that's going to close in, that's moving to this month, out of my control, and another one that fell through buys. But so the point of all this is to stretch your mindset, guys, that a $70,000, $80,000 month, $100,000 month is possible. You can do it. You can do it. And all of that was referral. So I need, imagine, if you're prospecting, you're doing everything that we're talking about doing. Taking action every single day. All right. Somebody take away what action step? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do different? What are you gonna do? Anybody, as we close out, get ready to close.
I'm gonna do everything. Not anything, but everything.
Money making activities with consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Consistency is key.
Prospect consistently, follow up consistently. Make sure we definitely stick to the time block, because that's really the key. We know it, we just don't do it.
Yeah,
be a giver.
Be a giver. Guys, right there, guys. That's why I would have had a $70,000 month without a lot of, because I'm a giver, guys. I'm a giver. I can't help. It's principle. It's law. I'm blessing God's kingdom. It can't help but to come back to me. So you're sowing again. That seed time harvest. Get ready, guys. We're gonna be having something, a conference or some kind of something about seed time and harvest. Because you gotta learn this principle of seed time and harvest. You gotta get this. That's where I live, right there. Seed time and harvest. Because I put out so much and it comes back to me. But again, just like prospecting, you got to put something in to get something out of it. You got to be doing something. Ghulam was showing us his postcards that he puts out. He's going to get something for it because he's putting in the work. He's doing something. He's planting seeds.
I'm ready to go to the post office to take these. It's already stamped up. Everything is ready.
Yeah, Ghulam.
Looking good. That's looking good.
That's awesome, Ghulam. Get it, brother. Get it.
As soon as I'm done from here, I go to the post office. So it's already been done. It's posted. Everything is ready.
I was inspired, Ghulam. I'm working on mine right now.
That's awesome.
Ready to take to the post office, getting back to basics.
Wow.
You just challenged me. I've got all these gift cards that I wanted to send out value on my desk for like the last 2-3 months. I need to get it done today.
Yeah, get it done, guys. Just do it. Just do it. Hey, thank y'all so much, guys. We're here every Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern time. Our Dream Team Friday Mastermind, guys. We're here. So get the word out. Tell your fellow agents, EXP agents, other agents from other companies. Have them come check out the Dream Team, what we're doing. So thank y'all so much. Do we have anybody here for an EXP presentation? Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
All right, guys. Have a blessed one. Take care now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next weekend.